Just having a wait till I'm live, which I am now. There is the sign. Now, I need to get to the cave down below.
You want to get out of here? I don't think
Yeah.
we'd make pretty ghouls.
Yeah, no problem. We're going. So let's go.
Protect and serve.
Yes, that's good.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You
Why?
managed to get what you need?
Of course.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all.
Indeed.
Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation.
I
You're
know.
not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with
Yes?
some schematics for you.
Thank
Wasn't
you.
easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers and send you
Okay.
instead. You know the craziest part of the design?
What?
That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the
Really?
data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise.
I
I
know.
was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience?
Bioscience? Advanced systems.
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people
Sure I
that help.
can.
This is a lot for one person, even you.
Well, will this work? Blah, 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 blah.
This device. This will get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've
Yes,
helped you as
yes,
best
I did.
can. If you make it in
I had to go back
you
because I
find
couldn't
that zero.
continue with the
It's my
mission.
only hope for
It
ever
didn't do it
being
correctly, so hopefully, if I do it
So you
again,
find
it will work.
Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Okay, I will.
Whoever's making that smell needs to seek medical attention immediately.
Yeah, that's us, the medical attention girl. We're gonna help him immediately. Back to the glowing sea. Minuteman. I'm still gonna try and do it here. First, save. So I don't have to go back this far next time. Woep, woep, woep. Barbetroek. There we are. Let's see. Did I need to help another one? No? Okay. Preston?
What do you need, General?
For you to stand up straight.
All you need to know is there's a machine that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business.
Yes.
Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation?
Yes.
For real?
Indeed.
Wow.
Yes, it is. Wow.
That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate.
Indeed.
If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
I'll mark the location on your map.
Thank you. Don't really need to, because he's right here.
Huh?
Hmm?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Will you get out of the way, settler?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what
Yeah?
you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation.
Yeah, it's
This
like
is some
someone
pretty
teleported
crazy shit.
from between us to behind
You
you.
sure it's for real?
Oh, yeah.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway,
No?
the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing.
Sure.
Handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the
Thank
first piece.
you.
I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Sure, no problem.
Hey.
Oh,
Let me ask you
Valentine. Sure.
Sure. Ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were
CPG?
still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG. What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken Mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
True.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor.
Yeah, that will do it.
Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Yeah, I believed it.
Was it hard, settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her.
A paramour? Why would they do that?
Father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it.
True.
And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Yeah, later with you. But thank you for trusting me.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. You?
Another day of hard work. It never changes.
Thank God it doesn't. Let's see, let's build it. Oh wait, I needed to do something else. Oh no, the platform. Talk to Sturgis. Sturgis, Sturgis, are you asleep still? It's daytime, you should be up.
Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Well, until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
I hope so.
It may take me a while to gather these things.
That's okay. I'll need time to figure out. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, I'll see you over at the building.
Yes?
Not talking to you, girl. I could build it already. Wait, wrong button. This one. I need to get... Oh, it's somewhere else this time. Last time it was sent there. Let's go. Are you ready for this, girl? This could get dangerous, so keep an eye out. That's...
Seems like the kind of place you could kick back, right?
It is a pleasure to see you again.
Hey.
And you!
Thank you enough for saving my life.
You're welcome!
Now, where did I put my... I need to take my shoes off in here.
She
I would
sells
send them.
seashell by the seashore. Drat, these warm-ups just never get any easier.
Damn, you want me to steal it?
Don't mind us, just perusing. Fresh flowers. What right in this?
I know you didn't like that Piper, but I had no choice. Sorry. You know I am. Let's go back. I didn't even know I had to defend it. I just looked if I needed to.
Yeah?
Let's see. Will you just... Please? S'il vous plaît? To those. Now I need a power plant. Power. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And now it works straight up. What the hell? I'm not even gonna...
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Oh yeah.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Thank you.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay.
Sure.
Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RS. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Kajamawaka! Zotri mijando! The molecular level trophy. Come on. Come on. Scan complete. Okay. Now let's have a look around.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
I am?
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Okay.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
I like that too.
Step into the elevator.
I don't know if that's such a good thing to do for me. But I don't think I have much of a choice, now do I?
Useless.
Well, I guess this is the elevator then. Hello,
I can only imagine
let's
what
just
you've
go.
heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Maybe.
Welcome to the Institute.
Dang.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival.
Really?
Decades of research, countless experiments
Food,
and trials,
medicine,
a shared vision
time.
of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished.
Right.
But for now, we must remain underground.
Sure.
There's too much at stake here to risk it all.
Right.
As you've seen, things above are unstable.
True.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
Indeed.
You are here for your son.
How did you know? Huh.
Busted.
Huh. Why are these broken light bulbs here?
Would need the key.
Yeah.
No way to pick this.
And where the hell am I supposed to go? Well? Or am I just blind? Wait. Data. I already did enter the elevator. Did I enter the wrong elevator? No. No other way to go. So, where do I need to go that I have not seen yet? Or should I talk to that kid? Who's definitely not my son. Door's locked, door's locked.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, honey? What do you want me to do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand.
No, I don't.
We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title.
Really?
It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you.
Mother.
After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
What the...
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland,
why killed your father?
Radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
What?
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan.
That was
never
obvious.
failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Right.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes.
Neither did you.
What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But
did you open my
what
cell?
What matters now is that you and I
Let me
have a
escape?
chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Tell me about...
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for
What
us
about
to
all these
discuss.
synths that are killing people
But
upstairs?
the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground.
Really?
You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I don't know.
Are you following?
For now.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
How can I destroy this base? How to destroy this? Let's see. Yeah, no more caps around here. Oh well, there are. Dang it. Yeesh. Why don't I trust this place? Because they're not trustworthy, yeah.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out of these older models can't come soon.
Bioscience, I need to be here for the cure. Let's go find the cure for him. Yes, if you're gonna keep me out.
That's it.
That's it? Можно. Like I said, you're not gonna keep me out. Well, I guess not everything is like it seems to be. What happened here?
Nice.
Well, eh? Okay. Let's see. Is that enough? Thank you. Food, eh? Let's see if I can open this thing. One.
Nice.
Still two connected, so let's deactivate them. Open, says I. Thank you.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected. Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
Thank you. Of course, I'm too heavy. Let's see. Okay. anything else in here? Oh, to be honest, I'm just glad only my arm is. Of course, unlock it. There we go.
Sweet.
You really want to say that a course uniform is so heavy? That's no, 8. Cat meat. Aww. Yeah, I know I'm too heavy. Let's see. Doesn't really help me yet, but okay. This was the door I was trying to open before I got so rudely interrupted. A super mutant skirmisher. And again, of course. Of course, the uniform is 15 kilos. Let's unlock this one.
Yes.
Bye-bye. So, did they create these super mutants? Or are they just experimenting on them? But I might be in the right area. Data. Come on, deactivate it for me, please. Oh.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Excuse me.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Why would I want some synth gorillas?
You're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
Yeah, right. Let's see, huh? Again, why those places? I don't really, well.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Right.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr.
Thank
Clayton
you,
Holdren,
I think.
head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany,
Why have you got the
genetics,
Vitruvian
and
man on your
Our most important directive
outfit?
is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute.
Sure.
To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm
Sure.
sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard,
Right.
you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in, and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
Alright. I don't trust these creeps. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Reporting status. All functions normal. Greetings, ma'am.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Right, your favorite one.
Please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I'm sorry, sir, but that's
Well, at least Karens have survived the apocalypse. Then at least there's something, of course.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the commissary. What can I get for you?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Yeah. $400. Thank you.
Power armor, huh? You take down a Brotherhood soldier?
Oh yeah. I could, but I'm gonna to. So I'm gonna look at this place so I know how to take it down from the inside. Oh yeah. I don't trust you and I don't think I ever will.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Was it?
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Grenades are nothing bad.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Doc?
Hmm? Oh, hi there. Sorry if I...
Why would you?
Huh?
Huh?
Never seen this terminal yet? Miniaturization. We've all seen that movie.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. Well,
Like
I'm
the
sure
color
Father is very
schemes.
happy that you're here.
Very Star
I do
Trek of
hope
you.
it doesn't interrupt our work.
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want in this case is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Come on. Can't close it.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key.
Oh, shut it. Child synths. Gonna destroy everything around here.
No
I
visible
hope.
reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any... pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere. I'm in.
There we go.
All you can return to the rules and remember to record every symptom you experience.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Not just going upstairs.
Protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these
Scanning unknown identity.
I don't give a
think you'll be
hoot.
needing that suit of power armor in here.
What now? They're dragging their feet on
It
the
helps
targeting
me
package upgrades.
carry everything.
Maybe I should take some courses with
Hi
me.
there.
Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get... results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Excuse me, Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin
I am.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future.
I
Despite
know.
your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I
I'm
know.
sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking.
I know.
In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Bullets?
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you
Indeed.
need something else, I'll get back to work.
Sure.
I'm good for now.
Very well.
Not that I'm gonna stop snooping around.
Carry on, ma'am.
I know. And I will.
So much research, so little time.
What does this one do? Thank you.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Right. What were you trying to do? Right, I don't need. Right. Well, looks like I've already been here. Or not, no? Looks like they're trying to expand again. Okay. Then again, I could go upstairs.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are...
Come now, Alan, it could have been anything. It was probably just...
Seeing you in that power armor makes me think we should design some of our own.
If it were just a
Maybe.
But your eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while typing can only mean one thing. You just don't want to admit to yourself what you do.
If you're about to launch into the... one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machine souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them. Write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore it. If a sentient being, why can't it have a soul? And if a sentient has a soul...
Who says they don't have a soul? Just because something is, what do you call it, made of, doesn't mean it doesn't have a soul.
Gotta find the terminal. Sweet.
That's easy to open. Thank you. I don't even know where I've been, or where I haven't been. No, been here, doors are open.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Okay.
Doctor?
They weren't kidding. You really are here.
I am?
All right. I'm Allie.
All right.
You can think of me as the
Right.
Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't
Maybe.
mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be.
No, not really.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then, as you might guess, we maintain and upgrade. There's a lot of machinery behind it.
Right.
The work we do might not be as exciting as... So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division?
Institutionalized trophy.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Where is that cure? Let's see. Okay, so I have to recharge my controller. There we go. The FEV lab.
It's an honor to have you.
FEV. What is FEV? Let's see. Oh, that's where. Okay. Yes. Let's go. Yes, I've been there.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful.
Just need to find back my way back there. Should be through here, of course. Was a side entrance. FEV lab. It's inside. Dang, I closed it off. Oh boy, that's me. There was a second entrance to it. I know there was. How I know? Because I came out of it. Just having a look. It's the wrong one again, probably. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, how am I gonna do this? This is also the FEV lab. Told you there was a second one. Oh yeah.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after
Most men
I'm
lack
gone,
the patience to observe.
know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
Indeed.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable.
Murderous.
When set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a Courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Right. Let's get to Virgil. Yes, I'm gonna give it to him.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Did you expect it to?
No, of course not. It was far more likely that it would just blow up. But it didn't. You made it in. Were you able to find the serum?
Yes, I did.
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How are you going to test it?
On myself, of course. That was the plan. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV that I infected myself with. There's no telling what it might do to anyone else.
So, do it. I want to see you change.
All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before.
I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain.
Of course I did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Protect and serve.
Indeed. Map. And we're back, and
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails.
all right.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
There we go. Now, let's start with these two. The other one is here. Oh, I struggled to get it in. I know. Go back in the game and you build it and you got it in one go. Sometimes I really don't get it. So, let's save. And this will be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully until next time. Please have a pleasant rest of your day. Oop, already did this. Okay. This one.